The Founding Fathers were not perfect men. We have deified the Founding Fathers, and we've made them one singular entity, the Founding Fathers. Here's the thing about the Founding Fathers. There were several different people. They all argued about everything, which is why you wound up with compromises on things like slavery. Slavery is not a good thing, by the way, and a lot of them were all for it. They had very not good ideas about race. They had very horrible ideas about gender. The idea of women voting was just off the table for them. Their views were very flawed in terms of how we see the world today. But the thing that was brilliant about the Founding Fathers was that they knew that the world would change over time. And they allowed a process in the Constitution for that change. So whenever I hear people say this whole, like, you can't change the Constitution, you absolutely can change the Constitution. You're supposed to change the Constitution. It isn't meant to be carved in stone. This isn't the Ten Commandments. It is meant to evolve and grow and change over time. I mean, it's called the Second Amendment, which means you can amend it. And it can be talked about a lot about, and it has been obviously, about what the original intent of the Second Amendment was. The entire Second Amendment says, a well-regulated militia being necessary for the security of a free state, the people's rights to bear arms shall not be infringed. Now, to me, there's two things right there. First of all, militia. They did not have a standing army back in that day. It was run by militias, and in order to protect against hostile Indian tribes and the British government, which did come back in 1812 and start another war, they said, no, we got to make sure everybody can protect themselves. Let's make sure that the government can't take people's guns away because we need to be able to protect ourselves. And by the way, another thing that's right there in the Second Amendment, it says a well-regulated militia. Regulated, well-regulated. It's right there in the Second Amendment. Why do we pretend it's not there? Oh, right, because the NRA just completely leaves that part of the Second Amendment out when they talk about it. I forget. Yeah, they just totally forget that part. But honestly, you know, like I just said, I almost don't even care what the original intent of the founders were when they put that in there, because the world has changed. I hate guns for the same reason that I hate combustion engine cars, because there's a stagnation there. There's no innovation. There's no, like, I mean, it's 2015, and we're still solving our problems by firing little bits of metal at each other at really high speed. We really can't do better than that. We really can't innovate more than that. Like, that's where we are still. You know, and again, I feel that way about combustion engine cars. We're still running cars by firing off explosions in a metal container. What the hell, man?